of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David College with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Louisville's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's John. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He's in open space downfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Spartans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here. The quarterback works his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The throw finds a man by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake. Now finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Vincent. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cardinals! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his big tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his isn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Direct snap. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got it behind the line. It's Cochran. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the...
He unleashes a long one. Catch inside the 25. Racing down the left side. Touchdown Spartans. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Beebe. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Find space on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Jukes his way forward. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking...
Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Vincent. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turns it on down down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Off play action. Got the quick pass. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes in.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls it, fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Vincent. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
On the option. Hard running there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's battle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play.
Touchdown, Smarty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking for a crease. It's Cochran. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this.
It's a seam wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants,
turning it on. Quick spin on the run. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lanes.
To the air, it's Vincent. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johns. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Hauser. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Grant behind the line. It's Hauser. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They just keep firing. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
What they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air, it's Vincent. Here comes the heat. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returner is tackled at the 46. And your Louisville corner will take over.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It makes a grab for a big play.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Vincent. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Here's a heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's a fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the two-point try. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the gun. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinals will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Now on the option. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And first down for the offense.
The Spartans are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sparty. And the beatdown has ensued.
And after that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the...
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just keep slinging it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On target to the left. Got room at the 35. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Spartans. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but It feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Sam Houston. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Powers through the defender. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get us.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Bobo. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the...
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of